Hello, my name is Professor Shun Ao. I'm the founder director of TCM Healthcare. We specialize in fertility. I would like to talk about anti-Müllerian hormone, which is called AMH in short in this short video. This is one of the most important hormones that is in fertility. And we have almost every day, you have women ringing up and say, oh, I want to do an AMH test. Although it's one of the most important hormones in fertility, it's also one of the most misunderstood. Let me explain to you why. Why is it misunderstood? First, it's often used, it's really just used, mainly should be used by IVF clinic to predict how many follicles they will see when they stimulate the ovaries as preparation for egg collection and the whole IVF process. So in that sense, AMH is very important for IVF. It's very useful for it. Now, the problem comes when AMH is often seen or even interpreted as an index for fertility in general. So that means that many women come to us and get the AMH test done, and they say, oh dear, my AMH is very low, so I don't have many years left, or my eggs are running out, or that my natural pregnancy is not going to be successful. Now, none of that is supported by evidence. AMH is not a good predictor for natural pregnancy. AMH is not a good predictor for how many eggs are left because it's only just a proxy reading. It's a hormone. It's not counting the number of eggs. In fact, research has shown that even when women are in menopause at the age of 51, which is the average age of menopause in this country, for women in this country, women still have a few hundred eggs left. So there's no way that AMH is a predictor of how many eggs are left or eggs are running out. It also doesn't tell us anything about the quality of the egg, so it is not a good predictor for natural pregnancy. It doesn't tell us about the quality of the eggs. It is not, however low AMH is not saying that you're running out of eggs, so none of that is true. But unfortunately, that tends to be the interpretation of many women who have done AMH tests either through IVF clinic, fertility clinic, or generally from a lab. So we would like to clarify and hopefully allay the anxiety of many women have for the low AMH result. The problem doesn't stop there though, because we have just published a paper in the Journal of Psychosomatic Gynecology and Obstetrics 2 months ago in December 2025 to show that the reference ranges for AMH are actually inflated. They are inflated, therefore, we end up with a lot of women being told that the AMH is low. In fact, they are not low. It's just because the reference ranges are too high. Or that women who have PCOS, that is the polycystic ovary syndrome, are being told that they have good egg reserve, they have high AMH result. Unfortunately, that usually means, or sometimes means, that they actually have PCOS, which is not diagnosed. So the inflated reference ranges ended up with a false positive, which means that women actually have no problem, but they're told that they have low egg reserve. That is not true. Or false negative, which means that women, although they have PCOS, are being told that they haven't. So the problem is actually quite big. One is because AMH is kind of be interpreted as an index for natural pregnancy or fertility where it shouldn't be. And second, because the reference ranges are inflated, that leads to women being told that they've got problems or they don't have problems. In either cases, that is not true. So we like to use this video to hopefully educate women that AMH should be an index just for IVF purposes and nothing else.